Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, and Shinrin Yoku, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Tuesday, June 20th, around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. A major solar flare measuring X1.1 was observed earlier today around AR 3341. There is a coronal mass ejection, but it is not headed towards Earth. The big story, at least 30 rescued from flooded North Carolina homes as severe storms plague the South. Keep calm, it's boom time. Kannapolis, North Carolina, dozens of people had to be rescued from their homes in North Carolina Tuesday afternoon as thunderstorms dumped heavy rain across the South. According to officials in Kannapolis, northeast of Charlotte, 30 people had to be rescued in a mobile home neighborhood. Several streets and low-lying areas of the city have been closed because of flooding. No injuries have been reported. Tornadoes, baseball-size hail possible in southeast Wyoming on Wednesday, so heads up. The storms could feature a few tornadoes, strong winds, and hail up to the size of baseballs. Now, how a marginal severe weather threat ended up tying a tornado record? Well, just a few days ago, back on June 15th, there were 9 confirmed tornadoes and baseball-sized hail that struck northwest Ohio. Take a look at the positions of those twisters. The storms came out of nowhere and actually left 9 area families in need of emergency shelter. And now, with the benefit of hindsight and heaps of data, we can take a look back on how the record-tying 9 tornadoes came to pass. Well, if you're interested in how tornadoes form, the article will be linked below. Tropical storm Bret is now moving towards the Caribbean. Here is the current and latest update. Intermediate advisory 6A. There's the current position at 8 p.m. of Bret, and the most current track, which is going to be pushing it south of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic into the Caribbean Sea. That's good news. The bad news is that Invest 92 is potentially, so there are the tracks making landfall here on Central America probably in about a week. Invest 93 will be curving up and have a different trajectory, more dangerous potentially to the U.S. So stay tuned for more updates. Scattered severe thunderstorms appear possible across parts of the southeast and northern plains today, then over the central and southern plains on Wednesday and Friday. Heavy thunderstorms may bring excessive rainfall with flooding today over the southern Appalachians in western North Carolina and northern South Carolina. Excessive heat will persist through the week in Texas and the vicinity, so stay cool. Now, one of the great developments over the last 24 hours is the largest fire in British Columbia history is now officially gone on the map. It is out. So that's good news. It's just a little fire marker now. So lots of rain and snow coming into Alberta and BC have quelched many of the large fires. Good news. Scandinavian ski resorts have record piles of snow. Australia's cold front intensifies and drops a foot of snow as rare June flakes clip Stevens Pass. Wow. And record cold in Yakima. So, looks like a grand solar minimum pattern now, doesn't it? Seismic update. No quakes of note. There is a slight uptick on the Reykjanes Peninsula here over the last 48 hours. So, we're keeping a close eye on Iceland, and we will update you if anything develops. Now, the January 2022 eruption of Hunga Tonga created the most intense lightning storm ever recorded. This eruption continues to break every record that volcanoes have held. There were more than 192,000 lightning flashes, and the volcanic plume of ash went 36 miles into the sky. You can see the blue dots there, indicating nearly 200,000 lightning flashes. The Hunga Tonga Haipai volcano eruption, which produced the most powerful atmospheric explosion ever recorded in human history, also generated a record number of lightning strikes in a supercharged thunderstorm that lasted 11 hours and spread across 150 miles, according to a new report. The volcano, which is located in the southern Pacific, began erupting in December 2021, but its most explosive event did not occur until January 15, 2022. Despite the volcano's caldera being 500 feet below sea level, the blast burst through the water and sent a plume of ash towering 36 miles high with an eruption rate of 11 billion pounds per second, an order of magnitude greater than the Mount St. Helens eruption in May of 1980. Now, there are theoretical limits for how high a plume can go and how fast the eruption rate can be, and the Hunga Tunga eruption smashed them all, according to the study's lead author, Alexa Van Eaton of the U.S. Geological Survey. Just fantastic. Now, let's talk about the lightning. Another record the eruption shattered was the number of lightning strikes. The plume produced the most intense lightning storm ever seen, with 26,000 flashes of lightning per minute at its peak and totaling 192,000 flashes over the course of 11 hours. What's more, this lightning storm took place at an unprecedented altitude of between 12 and 19 miles. That's way up there. In fact, higher than any lightning has been seen before. That is a Hunga Tunga record-breaking boom. Worldwide volcano news update. We've got Semeru puffing to 14,000, Sangay to 19,000, Cotopaxi in the picture today, puffing to 20,000 feet on webcams, as well as Popo at Krakatau going to 12,000 feet, a little uptick there. And we do have the end of an eruptive phase at Kilauea. The lava fusion has stopped today. Now, on to the space weather. A major solar flare measuring X1.1 was just observed around AR 3341 at 1709 UTC today. Early indications that there was a coronal mass ejection, which we confirmed just about an hour ago on SOHO. It takes a while for that data to get up there, and here's the X flare, boom. And that is going to be out and to the left. So let us slow this down and we'll just frame it up for you. Right around the 1700 mark is when it occurred. You'll see there's the X flare on the left side there, leaving and moving far and fast away from Earth, which is good news. Here is the ISWA Signet streamer model, also showing we're not even going to get a glancing blow from this. It is pushing fast and far away. It will slam into Venus wholeheartedly. So our thoughts and prayers go out to all those on Venus tonight. The Einstein Cross, an unusual discovery, may explain the end of the world. Astronomers use a variety of techniques and instruments collectively referred to as the cosmic distance ladder to measure cosmic distances because it's a difficult task. Now, type 1a supernova, which occurs in a binary system where one star, a white dwarf, consumes matter from another, shouldn't look like this. But according to Einstein, gravitational lensing may bend the light and give you, well, this really bizarre Einstein Cross. I don't actually believe this science, but you can read the article yourself and come up with your own conclusions. Now, mysterious spiral signals in the human brain could be the key to our cognition. Scientists suggest that strange swirls across the outer layer of the brain may be used to link different parts of it together and help process information faster. Mysterious spiral signals have been discovered in the human brain, and the scientists who found the swirls think they could help organize complex brain activity. Wow. Article will be linked below. Now, seismic signals from space. A new paper coming out titled Observation of Large-Scale Precursor Correlations Between Cosmic Rays and Earthquakes with a Periodicity Similar to the Solar Cycle, well, corresponds and corroborates the work of John Casey and Dark Winter, as well as the work of Valentina Zarkova, showing there also is a cosmic ray connection or a solar dynamo connection with volcanic activity. So we have grand solar minimum links to volcanic activity and now seismicity. So folks, it's boom time. All the links will be below. And that, in fact, is a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. We love each and every one of you. Be safe. And that's a boom. Oh yeah, become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our productions commercial free in one place.